We are Solavei.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for tonight's celebration, Megan Alexander and Troy McFicker.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Solavei 1 year anniversary. 1 year.
1 year. Happy birthday, Solavei!
Can we just take a minute and look again at that image of Ryan Wirch all in? Would you do that? I would be terrified.
I think all these people would do that.
That is the theme, though, is all in for Solavei. You know, Solavei is changing life. It's changing the way people do business. It is changing so many things about everybody's lives.
It's having such a great impact. You look so familiar, though. Are you on Inside Edition?
Oh, well,
Hey,
maybe.
from Inside Edition, ladies and gentlemen, Megan Alexander. I am honored.
And you're a supermodel, I understand?
Yes,
I just
but
saw you at New York Fashion Week.
I gained a few pounds, but I'm good.
Listen, everybody, we've got an exciting evening planned for you. Thank you for being here. I know people from all over. I talked to some folks from Brooklyn, from Texas, Oklahoma, Puerto Rico, Florida. That's right, all over the country in Puerto Rico that are celebrating. And people are joining us right now live all across the country.
Oh, all across the country and Puerto Rico. You know, in honor of Seattle, we started the wave. Can we do the Solavei wave right now? We're going to start from right here, and we're going to go all the way across. The first ever Solavei wave, and it's where you throw your hands up and you put them back down. Okay, ready? Starting right here, ready, go!
I love Solavei people. They're willing to do anything, and they do it so well.
Yes! Perfect wave.
Listen, everybody, Jenny Hogan, who is our third co-host this evening, she's in the back. You saw her when you came in. She's been holding down the fort, tracking what's going on with social media tonight. Some very exciting things, making waves, making a presence on social media. You're going to be joining her and keeping track of all these people all across the country that are making some noise for Solavei.
I mean, we have a lot of people here. We have 20,000 people with bashes. We have people tweeting, Facebooking, and you guys with your phones out, you better be tweeting and Facebooking these pictures for everybody. It's your responsibility. So she is really busy. I gotta go help her because she's my partner in crime. So I'm gonna get out of here and let you take over.
I'll check in with you in just
All right.
a little bit.
We'll
Thank
see you
you,
guys.
Troy. And of course, as all of you know, this all began with one man, one vision, a new way of doing business, a new way of life in so many ways. You know who I'm talking about? People are talking about Ryan Wirch. They are saying that it's no surprise that this has been done in 1 year. This guy knows what he's doing. He has a great history of creating successful companies worth billions. That's billions with a B. He's also been recognized as Entrepreneur of the Year, won many other accolades. You know him as a family man, an innovator, a leader, the captain of this ship. Ladies and gentlemen, you love him. Would you show that right now for your CEO, Ryan Wirch?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Absolutely incredible. Megan, this is incredible.
And so much is going on right now. Ryan, what did you tell me backstage? What is going on in the social
Okay, I just got to
universe?
let you know that I was grabbed before I came out here to come back to computer. I said, oh, is something wrong? Brooke, who manages all of social for us, said, you have got to see this. I said, what's that? And she goes, we're number 4 in the entire world of Twitter right now. Pound hashtag Solavei Bash. Hashtag Solavei Bash. Number 4 in the world right now of trending topics in the world. Hashtag Solavei Bash. Number 4 in the world on Twitter right now because of you. Because of you. It's incredible.
That is unbelievable, and it's only going to get better. It has just begun, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
There are so many people that have poured in responses, letters, testimonials, people that want to thank you and talk about how Solavei has worked in their life and what it's done for their dreams and goals. We want to get right to it tonight. If you would, folks, turn your attention towards the screen. You'll recognize this face. He joined me on stage last year at the EMP in Seattle for our kickoff Solavei Bash.
Who's that?
He couldn't be here tonight, but he sends a message from South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember him, author, pastor, motivational speaker, John Craig.
Oh my gosh. That is so exciting. He's coming in now?
John Craig coming to us. Here we go.
I see him.
Seattle. I am Skyping in live from beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. But I could not let the moment go by without congratulating you, Ryan, and the rest of the Solavei team on a phenomenal first year. I was there 1 year ago, this very weekend, at the launch of what is quickly becoming the industry leader in social commerce. 250,000 members this fast, unbelievable. And we're only getting started. Hey man, much more success and blessings to you and the rest of the team. Solavei all around the world. I'm starting it in South Africa. Hey, anybody need a phone? Holler at me.
That was awesome.
I love John Gray. I love his energy and excitement. Oh, I love that man. Listen, right into the next, Ryan. Stuart Johnson has a message for you. Let's go live to Dallas, Texas, everybody. He's the entrepreneur and CEO. You know him of Success Magazine. He has a message for you as well.
Hey Ryan and everyone at Solavei. I can't believe it's already been a year. And wow, already 250,000 people have joined Solavei.
Wow.
What an awesome year it's been. It's amazing to see the success that you've created in such a short amount of time. You are truly creating a new category of social commerce. Happy anniversary.
That is so exciting.
And Solavei bashes all across the U.S. and Puerto Rico. Talk about those. All of these parties
It
going
really
on.
it really is amazing when you think of what's happening across the United States right now, and ultimately, you know, what we've seen happen tonight across the United States. Literally hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of Solavei bashes because of you. Just think about all of you right now and those connected to you. That right now we just got word that well over 20,000 people right now across the United States are a part of this Solavei bash that we're here. I gotta tell you, it's hot in here tonight. I see everyone's packed in like sardines right now. There's not another body I think you can put in this place. But you know what? Let's go to one of the cities and see how the bash is going. I think we can go over to San Diego, California. Brian Gaines, are you guys there?
We are all in. Team San Diego.
Yeah. That is so awesome. Let's see if we can go up to California. There, Perry, Vanessa, Pack, are you guys there?
We're all in.
Okay. Let's see. Minneapolis, California, or Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sarai Contreras, are you there?
We are all in.
Okay, let's see. Whereabouts? Oh, Tom Murrin, Kansas City, Missouri.
We're all in. Kansas City, are we here?
New Jersey, Neville on the green. Jersey City, New Jersey, are you there? All over the United States right now, this is what's happening. And guys, we have only just begun as a company. You know, when you think about what has happened over the course of the last 12 months, as we're preparing for this tonight, I couldn't help but think about a few of the words that started this whole thing out. Words like movement, words like revolution that you created. Each and every one of you across the United States, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands have created just that. And to think that it all started because of a vision that we all have embraced. This is more than a product. This is more than just us together saying, you know what, let's do something that hasn't been done before. We all grabbed hold of a vision where we said, you know what, we're going to positively impact millions of people's lives. Even though I may only see one today, or two today, or 10 today, together collectively creating a movement, a revolution that moves throughout this country and ultimately around the world can positively impact millions of people's lives. And that is you, each and every one of you across this country. It started with a simple mission of making commerce less expensive yet profitable, all beginning because of two key definitions that we see actually converging. Social commerce, where we see an online and social exchange occurring every day, where commerce begins being talked about, but not the actual economic exchange of those goods and services. But yet you take another word, which is called direct sales, and if you actually go to the dictionary, it's basically goods and services being distributed void of a retail location. You take those two words and bring them together, and together you see what we have now created as a company is a brand new definition that together collectively we will see in the dictionary, because we together have created a social commerce network where today, using social and media, online media, together with a community of people together, where we're supporting social interaction on a daily basis with what we do, where users are contributing, and where we're assisting with the online buying and selling of goods and services. Ultimately, we're a direct reward, and let me underscore the word, reward, of those members who participate in the actual creation and exchange of value. And over the course of the last 12 months, that direct exchange has been almost $15 million in the course of the last 12 months of you receiving that reward. I remember as I go back in preparing for this tonight, I went through a myriad of posts that went on Facebook, some of which were yours. And I went back and looked at July, I looked at August, and I looked at September, at a time when it was nothing more than a dream. No different than the dream that I had in November of 2011, where I walked one morning early and found myself in our closet. Early one morning thinking. 6:30 in the morning, Chantel walks in and sees me there sitting in the closet, and obviously was not a position she would typically see me in the morning, and said to me, "Honey, what's going on?" with tears in my eyes. And I said, "Do you realize that if we're successful at this, if we do what we've set out to do, that next year at this same time, there'll be kids with Christmas presents under a tree?" In July of 2012, when I made this post, and you see the sea of people there on the screen, and saying that someday there will be a day that we'll see that at an event. Do you realize today, on September 21st of 2013, there are far more than that across this country right now taking part in our very first event across the United States today. It was August of 2012 last year that I sat with Larry Wallace at a Seattle Seahawks game, Go Hawks. And I sat there in amazement because we had a lot of excitement, a lot of people thinking about what was about to happen, still dreaming about what could be. And I remember saying to Larry, look from the scoreboard to your left and all the way to the scoreboard on your right. And that's how many people we have today excited, enthused, pre-registered to be a part of Solavei, approximately 30,000 people. Still, just a dream. And then, it was September 21st, 1 year ago, that we all stood together across this country. Many of you that are here packed in this event, the Access here in Pioneer Square, which one of the reasons why we're here tonight is it is absolutely fitting that this right now, Pioneer Square, is a birthplace of Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, and why we're here tonight all packed in and why so many of you across the United States are together. It was then when we launched the company and believing what we had in front of us to take it from nothing but a dream, nothing but words of vision, nothing but words of a mission, and said, you know what? We together can make this a reality. And there's a great quote, because what was amazing on September 21st of 2012, on that day, the mountain was in front of us, not behind us. The start, especially when you're talking technology, the beginning, many things can happen. And I love the quote of Steve Jobs where he says, we have a whole lot of passion. We have to have a whole lot of passion for what we do. For any rational person, if they did not have that passion, would give up. Yes, that's right. And I got to tell you what I see in this room tonight, and what I know we have across the United States with every one of you who are hosting a bash across this country tonight, are filled with passion, because we would not be who we are today. We would not have done what we've done had it not been for each of you filled with passion. So here we are. We launched on September 21st of 2012. And there were so many thousands upon thousands of photos that I would have loved to have shown tonight of the many things that have been done this year, from the very first members being brought into the platform, to the things that's happened across this country as we traveled from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast, from South to North. Story upon story, a foundation has been laid for this company. And if it's laid in firm, deep concrete. Because on top of this foundation, as wide as it is and as deep as it goes, is a building that I believe we'll look at 5 and 10 years from now. That we'll look back and say, look what was created, and I was there when the foundation was laid. That is what you've created. And as you think about the stories, over the course of the last 12 months, it's not the standing on a podium and getting the reward. It's not even getting that plaque, or it's not getting that pat on the back, or it's not even getting that deposit on your Solavei card. But it's been the many things that happened along the way. It's been the relationships. It's actually been the scars that you pick up, because isn't it amazing, we as adults, we always talk about the stories of scars, the journey, the climb. It wasn't on top of the mountain, it was, do you remember when we had to go from this point to this point, and what happened as we got there? That is the foundation that each and every one of you across the United States, across Puerto Rico, here in the Access tonight here in Seattle, Washington, have laid for this company to build, I believe, a company that 5, 10, and 15 years from now will be synonymous with some of the greatest names that you know today around the world. Because in this time, we have begun, and this foundation isn't a mere few, as it was last year on September the 21st, 2012. For this foundation on September the 21st, 2013, is over 250,000 members that have said yes, that we're ready for the next stage of growth in this company.
Thank you, Ryan!
And I want you to just stop for a second, and I want you to think of the stalwarts, the brands that are in front of your eyes right now. Brands like Apple and Google and Facebook. And I just want you to think for a second of what those companies did, technology companies, just like us, did in their very first year, their very first calendar year of business. And I want you to think about those numbers for a second, because what was on top of that foundation, the technology that was created, became companies that we all recognize as household names today. And when you think about in our first calendar year as a company, Solavei will do over $60 million in revenues in our very first year of business. So the question is, what will year 3 be that you are a part of not only creating, but also gaining the rewards that's associated with creating that, far different than Google, Facebook, and Apple, where it's a few. Here, it's our members that benefit by being a part of Solavei. We've created tremendous technology. And the reality is with technology is just that. It's technology. At our core of a company, we're a technology company. The core of our company is we're a platform that happens to embrace a different methodology of distribution. Distribution that is actually transcending distribution today as we know it. Distribution that actually combines social and online application and interaction to where individuals are the ones that actually make it happen. But to make that happen, it takes technology. So we think of ourselves just as that, as a technology company. But here's what I've learned in my life, now 2 decades being in telecommunications and technology. Is technology is just that. For without a great product or great products, technology is just technology. It actually just sits there. You actually have to have a product and services that actually enables technology to come to life. But technology and products by themselves are just technology and products. Void of emotion, void of understanding, void of anything that would make us excited today. For technology and products without people is lifeless. In our company, Solavei, it's the people that make this the social commerce network. It is you. It is each and every one of you here, across the United States, across Puerto Rico. It is the people that have made Solavei who we are. And so with that, it is tonight about you. Our birthday celebration, our first anniversary, is really about you. For tonight, we celebrate all of you across the United States, across Puerto Rico. Here in the Access, you are what makes Solavei, Solavei. Our social thousandaires are nothing short of amazing. The thousandaires we have in this company, the social partners that we have, the individuals that have day in and day out forged the path, that have literally created tens of thousands of members across this country. And each one of the pictures you see in front of you, the hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of thousandaires that we have across the United States and Puerto Rico, each and every one of them have a story. Each and every one of them has something that steps outside of the pack and says, you know what? We choose to have something different. Each story is not about a title of thousandaire. It's a story about what that means. Like a couple weeks ago when I had the great opportunity to go to Modesto, California. Incredible, packed facility. Everyone speaking Spanish. And I had Marta Brito, an amazing woman, come up on stage with a smile on her face and tears coming down her eyes as she told the story of what it meant to her to be a thousandaire. The story of last year in November, they didn't have enough money to put Christmas presents under a tree, and told her son, 8 years old, son, we don't have enough. And you know what his response was? It's okay, Mom. We've got Solavei. And I got to tell you, The moment I saw the look on her eyes and I saw the tears in her husband and her little 8-year-old boy who were sitting on the front row with tears coming down their eyes, receiving her plaque and her congratulations becoming a thousandaire, to know that this year, remember that statement I made in November 2011, sitting on my floor in the closet? This year, Marta and her little 8-year-old boy and their family will have presents under the tree.
Yes!
It's like Carrie Strimmel, an incredible woman, was an incredible little baby girl, has a genetic disorder, and she just brings light and love to your life the moment you even see her picture. And because of Solavei and her now being a thousandaire, her little daughter is able to have the swimming lessons that Carrie's wanted to provide for her, and Carrie is able to spend the time with her daughter that only Solavei allowed her to spend. It's like Ryan and Bree Floyd in Florida. Ryan as a firefighter who got a hold of Solavei and said, you know what, I'm doing this for my family. And now with his wife Bree, who's been able to stay at home and not work, and now be able to homeschool their kids, all because one day they said yes to $49 a month unlimited, text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. This is what we call a social commerce network. This is what we call a company that is going to revolutionize and transform distribution as we know it. So for every one of you here in this room tonight and all of you across the United States and Puerto Rico, congratulations to every one of the thousandaires and those of you across the country who've enabled those stories to take place. A big round of applause for each one of you. Our social connectors, just amazing individuals. Individuals that have built networks into the thousands across the country. Individuals like Gary Craig, social connector, what an amazing man that he is. Great family that is across the country. Ricardo and Claudia Gloria, amazing people. Nathan and Jennifer Gooden from North Carolina, amazing people. JJ Jaleka, unreal. This man is incredible what he's done with Solavei. And there's none other, Ryan and Caroline Lelf, incredible people. Tom and Laura McMurrin, amazing people. And Robert Sevillano from Jersey City, what an incredible man. And I'm proud to say to all of you here tonight and all of you across the country, last night, Robert became a social networker with Solavei. Unbelievable. Shad and Ashley Worley from Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow. Beautiful people. And none other than my mom, Donna Worley, who last year, for those of you who are part of our nationwide launch, received the very first email out of Outreach Manager. I'll never, ever forget that day. Incredible. Big round of applause for all of our social connectors. Social networkers, organizations in the thousands upon thousands across this country. Danny and Jillian Chambers with amazing people. Roxana Hanna, she rocks it wherever she goes. Incredible. And James Linhart, he is a man of this country and an amazing leader. And for each and every one of them, we are so incredibly grateful for the price and what they've done in the course of this last 12 months to make Solavei what we are today. And our social executives are amazing individuals. Organizations that now span into the tens upon tens upon tens of thousands of people across this country. And something that's exciting in being a social executive is we want to be able to celebrate you in what you do. So here in the last month, we had the I Am Solavei Day with our social executives, and I want you to see this right now.
Our social executive experience has been extraordinary. From the moment that we arrived and we were greeted by the Solavei staff, we felt loved, pampered, and being just celebrated for who we are and what we've done for Solavei. We have so many highlights, so many unforgettable memories that my wife and I will treasure forever. Not only did we learn more about Solavei, but we get to know them on a personal level. Just because we became executive for Svetlana and I doesn't mean we stop there. As long as there are people that are not in Solavei, our mission is only beginning. Our goal right now is to help those that are directly connected with us get to executive alongside with us and see them succeed. Mi nombre es José Miranda, Ejecutivo Social, y yo soy Solavei.
Jose and Svetlana Miranda. We love you guys, and all I gotta say is thank you for all that you've done.
Ryan, thank you. And all of you that are watching, family, friends, we praise Jesus Christ for the platform He's given us here at Solavei. Ryan, we couldn't be more excited, not only for what God has done through Solavei in our lives, but the millions of people that are watching that will in turn touch other people. And seeing our network, seeing our team, seeing the entire Solavei family here, we're one family. And I tell you guys that are watching, the best days are ahead of you. Just keep watching. Don't underestimate Solavei because the best days are ahead. And one day, this will be millions of people positively impacted for eternity. Ryan, Chantel, thank you. We love Solavei and thank you for the vision of impacting millions of people. And I have to say, my little girl today is turned six. Happy birthday, Sarah. I love you. Hannah, Joseph, Mom, Dad, everybody, Kyle, Brenda, my brother, we love you. And you guys are Solavei. Let's celebrate together here tonight. Come on.
All right. What amazing, amazing, amazing people that they are. Watch this.
Walking in and being celebrated by a team of corporate members, the entire staff of Solavei, standing there applauding. In my heart, I wanted to applaud back. But Solavei, we're here to celebrate people, and today I got to experience that firsthand. I have been treated like a queen these last few days. It has been nothing short of remarkable. Probably the thing I liked the most was being able to sit down with Ryan and Chantel and all of the executives and having the ability to have a voice, a real voice to the future of where Solavei is going. What Solavei means to me is freedom. It means philanthropy. It means giving back. It means seeing the lives of ordinary people finally be able to achieve something extraordinary. Most importantly, Solavei means hope. I like to think that Solavei is really a chance for ordinary people to do something great.
I'm Stacy Wallace, and I am Solavei.
How exciting is this?
This is so amazing. Are you guys excited? You know, we have been blessed to be pampered, to be celebrated as social executives. but not one of us could be here without you, the members, and I cannot tell you what a joy it's going to be when you come out here to Bellevue, Washington, and I am going to be celebrating with you today. When I saw all those thousandaires on the stage, I just broke out crying because I realized we are making history, and together we're going to change the lives of millions of people. We were born for such a time as this.
Love it.
And I'm grateful.
Station, we celebrate you. Thank you. What an exciting, exciting night. And to think that it's only just begun. I look forward to what you have in store for you for the next few minutes. Have fun.
And everybody here, you've heard the expression, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. How important your network is, iron sharpens iron, and the people that you're with. When I stood on stage with you a year ago at the EMP in Seattle, like so many people here tonight, I was so impressed by the people that you brought into the fold, the wise men and women that are part of your team Solavei. And we're going to hear from more of those people tonight, this incredible team that is behind you, Ryan. And I know you agree with me, everybody, how important it is to have a great team. That's what it's all about. Up next, let's hear from the former chairman and CEO of AOL, the former chief digital officer of News Corp, a member of the board of directors for Solavei. Ladies and gentlemen, John Miller.
Hi everyone, I wish I could be there with you. It's been an amazing first year. We have hundreds of thousands of members already, and next year we're going to define social commerce for an even bigger group of people. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
I'm telling you, the people that are involved. Moving on to hear from another incredible visionary. One of the people responsible for creating the multi-billion-dollar tech company everybody's heard of, Real Networks.
Yep.
Coinstar, of course, Redbox, which is so popular all across the country. For Solavei, he's an investor and a member of the board of directors. Here we go, it's Brian Turner.
All right, Brian.
Need the clicker. Thanks.
Let's go. Hold it. Oh, they're way off, way off.
Give him a second. Don't click. Don't click. You know any jokes? $60 million. Imagine $60 million in $1 bills in this room right now. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? No. As a board member, I'm not happy about that. 60 million is not enough. So when I sit in the boardroom with Ryan, or I talk to him on the phone, what we talk about is how do we get to $1 billion? And I don't want to stop at $1 billion. I want to go to $2 billion and then $3 billion. Now imagine $3 billion in $1 bills in this room. That's what you have to think about. So if you're with me, I want you to be a board member for right now. And I want you to think about talking to Ryan every day and controlling him. Think about controlling him for just a sec, right? The very first thing you have to have is you have to dream big. And I mean big. If we're thinking of dreaming small, get out of here right now. I don't even want to talk to you if you're dreaming small. You gotta dream really big. And that's Ryan Wirtz. Ryan, when I sat down with him in a coffee shop just a couple miles from here, when he first talked about this, it was not what you see right now. It was a product roadmap that is big, very, very big, and it's being unfolded, and it will keep being unfolded. But it's not to produce a $60 million company. That's not enough. It's to produce $1 billion company, and that's what we've got to work on together. And there's a whole team behind him. As I talk to Jim Ryan and I talk to Steve, they're all part of that team dreaming big. And it is a very, very big dream. You've got to believe. Then you got to innovate. This company is innovating right now. And so when we went after Redbox, when we sat down and I presented the idea of Redbox to the board, The board goes, great, that's a $20 million idea. And I said, no, that's not a $20 million idea. That's a $1 billion idea. And then I went to Wall Street and I told Wall Street about my idea. And there was 1,000 people there that booed me off the stage because they said Blockbuster going down the tube, Hollywood Entertainment going down the tube, the movie theaters dysfunctional. You want to put DVDs in a kiosk? That's not a $1 billion idea. Oh yes it is. It did $2.3 billion last year. If you want to be a $1 billion company, you have to have the right product at the right time, and that's where Solavei is right now. It is the right product. It is the right time right now. You have to break down barriers. You can't do what everyone else is doing. You can't do it the way that's always been done before. When I sit down with Jim Ryan, and you'll hear from him shortly, that's what Jim Ryan's doing. He's breaking down barriers every single day so that we can become that company. And you've got to have something that the consumer wants. And I can tell you by the growth that we've done in a single year, the consumers want this product. They want you to tell them about this product. It is the right idea. It is the right time. We are innovating right now. Ryan talked about technology. I'll tell you, if you want to be that big company, the technology's got to make my life easier. It's got to make your life easier. I'm tired of buying gadgets that don't make my life easier. This product does make our lives easier. That's what we need. We need easy consumer access. When you sign on to the web page, we need to have that easy consumer access. But 9/10 of the technology is behind the scenes. You guys never see it. It's got to be flawless, so when someone signs on and they want a SIM, they get it. When they call consumer, they get it. You've got to be flawless. And again, Jim Ryan and his team is making flawless execution. Now, is it perfect right now? No. Nothing's ever perfect in the first year. It happens. But you guys need to talk to us. If you see things that aren't perfect, if you see things that aren't working in the technology, you need to tell us. Act like a board member. Call us up. Tell us what's not working, because that's how you make a $1 billion company. You've got to talk to us. We're listening. It's got to be, oops. Okay. Well, it's broken again. It's got to be disruptive. It's got to be easier, faster, better. One of the stranger things I'm proud of, in my very first company, we were looking at slot machines. And we were saying they're archaic. There's got to be a better way to do slot machines. An engineer came to me who's now become a good friend of mine and said, I'm going to put a computer board in that slot machine. I'm going to revolutionize the game industry by making all the slot machines talk to each other. That slot machine out of my very first company is called the Wheel of Fortune slot machine that you see in Vegas every single day. That is a $1 billion idea. That's a revolutionary idea. It's easier, it's better, it's disruptive. That's what Solavei is doing right now. We are being disruptive. We are changing the market. Now it comes down to teamwork. We cannot do it alone, and I cannot stress this enough. As a board member, you don't see me much. Just tonight, when you see me mingle, come up to me. Tell me your ideas, because it starts with you. We cannot do it in a vacuum. We sit back here at corporate. We think we have good ideas. We don't really know. I can tell you that right now, being in technology. You've got to tell us which are the good ideas. You've got to tell us which is the bad ideas. Talk to us, because this starts with you. If you want to be part of a $1 billion company, a multi-billion-dollar company, you've got to tell us what's working, and you've got to tell us what's not. And then it goes to management. As a board member, I got to tell management, listen to you. Listen to the people doing it on the front lines. And then it goes to the employees. So now when we sit here, we're a year in, we're $60 million. How many of you want to be part of a $1 billion company? That is not even close to loud enough. How many of you want to be a $1 billion company? You gotta want it. You gotta really want it. So what team has vision? What team is innovative? What team has technology and is getting better? And is disruptive? It's you. You are doing this. So I want you to think Team Solavei. You're all part of it. But if we're going to build big, we're doing it now. And you've got to want it now. This team wants it. I can tell you as a board member, Ryan Wirtz has a vision. He has a dream. It's disruptive, and it's going to happen. Jim Ryan is providing the technology. Steve and Alan, they're behind the scenes. They want it. I can tell you every time they get into a board meeting, they want it. And what we're talking about is 60 million is not even close. Not even close. So it's either build big or go home. Thank you.
Brian Turner, everybody. We are continuing to touch all parts of the globe tonight. We are going to go live on Skype to Dublin, Ireland. Brian Long saw the value of the Solavei vision from the very beginning, and that vision led him to becoming a key investor in Solavei. He's also been very successful creating several multi-billion-dollar companies in the technology industry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Brian Long.
Hi Ryan, congratulations to everybody. What an outstanding first year for Solavei, with over 250,000 new members joining. This is an amazing success story in such a short period of time. Absolutely outstanding. Solavei has a fantastic opportunity to be the leader in social commerce, changing the way people work and do business together. So congratulations to everyone involved. What a wonderful year's work, and we all look forward to a great year ahead. Thank you.
That is a statement that man is on board, Brian Long. That's huge. Our next speaker, Jim Ryan, one of the leading movers and shakers in the mobile industry. He was a pioneer in mobile solutions starting 20 years ago, back about the time the internet first came along. Oh yeah, that thing. He helped build some of the leading mobile service providers on the planet at Sprint and AT&T here in the US, O2 over in Europe and Asia. He's helped numerous startups and early stage companies capitalize on the explosive growth taking place in the mobile industry. His influence is visible in many of the major innovations in the mobile world, on everything from text messaging, mobile email, mobile browsing, gaming, music, app stores, mobile marketing, mobile commerce. Even the BlackBerry and the iPhone have benefited from his involvement. Now, for the past 2 years, Jim has focused all his talents and expertise on making the social commerce revolution a reality here at Solavei. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Head of Product, Jim Ryan.
Hello. Stand around there. How are we doing? Boy, I was listening to that bio. Who is that guy? Man, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of cool stuff. All right, I got something to say here. Hold on. All right, can you hear me all right? See me all right? We got slides. We're good. All right, buckle up. You ready? All right. So first, I got a little story for you. We're going to do a little sharing here. We're all about sharing, right? Little sharing. You can't hear me. Can they hear? All right. You know, no one ever says, you can't hear me. All right. So here we are this time last year, right? We have been literally, and for all of you who are here and endured the early days of beta, all right? You know what we were all going through. But we were going to launch this thing on September 21st. We had declared our date. And we were doing like multiple releases a day at times, right? Now, here we are the night before launch, and we need to do something that you never ever do in technology. We need to do another release. But we had to do it. We had to get the final features in. Up all night, do the release, load it all into our cloud system from Microsoft, and it doesn't turn on. Does not turn on. No one can explain it. Does not turn on. About 4 in the morning, I decided to go home to take a shower. Everyone's going crazy. Literally, we got people from India, South America. We got all the top people from Microsoft trying to figure this thing out. Go home, take a shower. I walk to and from work. I'm walking back to work, having a quiet moment. And it occurs to me, we've been working really hard, but we haven't really taken the moment to appreciate and understand the power of what we're about to do. So I got back in and the bridge was still on, and I got to my office and I fired up the bridge, and everyone's screaming at each other, everyone's freaking out, and I'm like, I want everyone to take a moment and pray to whatever higher power you got up there and just accept and acknowledge this moment. We shut down the bridge, we took a few moments, and I kid you not, the system came on. We are here on purpose. We are here on purpose. Accept, acknowledge, appreciate the purpose. All right, so let's talk a little about what we're up to here. So, what we've been up to is building a social commerce network. And what's underneath that is a very, very complex, elaborate social commerce platform. And let me just tell you a little bit about this platform, because it's critical you understand. First up, it's all about bringing in mobile. It's all about the telco platform, right? But then it gets bigger, because then we got to bring in the ability to actually ship SIM cards and the ability to understand orders and fulfill those orders. We got to be able to take payments. We got to be able to pay people. We got to be able to handle all the processing involved in payments. And then we got to build the whole front end associated with what you see from the member side, what you see from the marketing side, all that stuff. And then we got to connect it all up as it relates to what you do with care and how you take care of people. That's what we've been up to. There is like 30 different partners involved in this. This is incredibly complex technology. Now here's the good news. You don't have to care about all that. You just have to care that it works, right? It's like when you buy one of them fancy cars, right? And you go high end. You never even open up the hood, but you know what's inside that car. You know when you put on the gas pedal, you're gonna go. So that's what we built you. We built you the engine to help you go, right? Now what we're doing is we're lighting that up. Now we're adding intelligence. Now we're adding automation. Now we're capitalizing on what we've invested in. Now we're gonna start telling you, hey, guess what? Boom, prospect visited the site. Go reach out to him, check it out. Hey, guess what? That member just came in and enrolled. Hey, next up, we shipped him a SIM card. Wouldn't you love to know that automatically? Hey, guess what? The service got activated. Their data works, their settings work. If they don't work, we'll help them fix them automatically. Hey, you just got your first trio. Ka-ching. Hey, and guess what? You just got money put on your card, right? All of this is the automated features that we're delivering inside the platform to enable this revolution, to power this revolution. And all of you should feel a sense of comfort and a sense of strength of what we've put together, what we've put out there, and we're going to continue to build upon. Make sense? Pretty cool? So now, how we're doing though. But guess what? We got 50% of you folks coming into this thing on a regular basis. That is huge. No one gets that kind of access. We've got 750,000 contacts have been contact tracker. We've got over 4 million outreaches have been sent out there. We've got over 2 million people have looked at that stuff. That is huge in your first year. You guys have done that. Over 8 billion social media impressions in our first year. That's insane numbers. Over 3 million people have come in to check us out from the site from your activities. And we're talking 225,000 people have joined this cause because of your efforts. That is big. You should give yourself a round of applause for that. All right. So that's a nice setup and all. So now you know you got a good platform, you know it's working. And now what? Now you got to put more stuff through the pipe, right? We're not just a mobile company. Come on. We're going to need more than that, right? So now what? Now we're going to launch this new thing called Marketplace, right? And we're going to go big. We're going to go put it on Broadway. We're going to go to Times Square. We're going to have our own blimp. We're going to put up billboards. Print, radio, TV. We're going to have sponsors, you know, Solavei in your wallet. We're not doing any of that. We don't have to do any of that because we got you. All I got to do is build it. You guys will tell people about it. It's like magic. Is that cool? That is pretty cool. All right, so let's check out what Marketplace is all about. We got a little vid rolling.
Solavei is helping thousands of people across the nation save money with great mobile service at a great price. But mobile service was just the beginning. Welcome to Solavei Marketplace, a new and exciting shopping experience that makes everyday shopping less expensive for social members. Solavei Marketplace gives you cashback offers from top major retailers like Old Navy, Petco, Target, Starbucks, and many more. You'll also find great deals from local merchants in your area. Simply become a Solavei social member. Activate your Solavei card and then get ready to shop and save in Solavei Marketplace. Shop on your computer, from your phone, and wherever your day takes you. The savings are automatically added to your Solavei card. Just swipe and save. You can make purchases from the income you receive from sharing Solavei and transfer funds from your bank, PayPal, and thousands of reload locations nationwide. And soon you'll be able to earn when members in your network share Solavei Marketplace. You get rewarded and they get great savings. Solavei Marketplace is changing the world of commerce without changing your day. Easy to save, rewarding to share. Solavei Marketplace. Savings made simple.
Are you kidding me? Who comes up with this stuff? That's some good stuff. All right. So, what's it all about? Let's drill down to some of the nuggets here. Now, here's what she looks like. Isn't our baby beautiful? All right. So here's where we're starting, right? Because you got to start on this journey. One of the amazing things about this business and amazing things about this experience for myself and my team is that we share a lot with you guys. We share the vision of what we intend to do. We share our product roadmap with you, and it's great because we get real-time feedback. We get people excited. We get people telling us what we should fix and what we should do and shouldn't do. I've had 5 different people come up with me tonight with opportunities of people they want to bring in, merchants and companies they want to bring in, all kinds of crazy stuff coming on. You got to do it one step at a time. It's all about doing it one step at a time and building momentum. So where we're going to start, we're starting with step 1, which is enhancing every single one of your member experiences, right? Giving you more value on that Solavei card every single day. So when you're going out there making purchases, you're going to get cash back. You're going to get additional savings. Gives you the ability to say more about Solavei, add more value to the membership, and close more deals. That makes sense? Cool? It all comes down to this little purple beauty right here, right? Isn't she beautiful? Everyone has got to get one of these cards. This is the center of the universe for social commerce, okay? Everyone should get one of these cards. These cards are great. These cards are free. These cards are amazing prepaid cards. You can go load money onto these things. You can go use these as a Visa card. People pay $10 to $20 a month for this type of thing. They used to be handing these things out like chiclets. Come on. It all starts with that because that's where we put the money, right? You work the biz, you share with others, that's where you get it. Then you can add money on top of it. You need to go and you need to figure out where you can get that. Go connect to your bank, connect to PayPal, put cash in, load up that card. Because then when you use that card for transactions, you'll get additional benefits, significant benefits. When you look at the kind of stuff out there that's happening, it all connects to the card. So go get your cards, get everyone in your network to get their cards, get them activated, get ready, okay? Now, step 1 here is going to be launching early part of October. I would have loved to tell you tonight, go check out Marketplace. We're still working on it. And when we launch it, we will launch it and it'll be ready. This is a serious, serious bit of business because this is messing with financial stuff, right? This is messing with banks. And you gotta make sure it's rock solid. It's gonna be rock solid, and we're gonna launch it here in a couple of weeks, all right? So stay tuned. But in the meantime, get that card loaded up, okay? Get everyone in your network to activate and get their cards ready. Now, so what kind of stuff are you going to see in there? What kind of value? Significant stuff. Significant stuff. Over 16,000 offers will be available across the country. Well, 440 e-commerce providers. 16 of the top 30 retailers are on board. This is big stuff, big savings. And here's the kicker. You normally roll up your coupons, you get your buy one, get ones, you get all your other good stuff, right? And then when you roll up to the cash register, you're like, boom, purple card. Boom, guess what? You get all those discounts, plus you get the cash back we're kicking. Are you kidding me? That's big stuff. That is big stuff, right? That's very big stuff. And then it all evolves, like everything in this business. It all evolves. It all starts, you got my Solavei. You're going in there all the time. You're seeing great deals and offers. You're sharing it with people. You're going and shopping yourself. You're going and getting the discounts and the benefits. But when you share with others, you'll earn from what they consume. You know, it's funny because it's so simple, but it's so profound. It really is. And that's the virtuous circle. That is social commerce. Hello. All right, so we got someone here who she absolutely would have wanted to be here tonight, but she couldn't make it tonight. She's Abby Conrad, and she heads up all prepaid cards for First Data, our partner in this. She's got over 3 million cards underneath her right now that she works with, over 3,000 different companies. And let's see what she's got to say from the perspective of someone who's the largest transaction provider on the planet. What's up, Abby?
As First Data being the largest transaction processor in the world for financial transactions, we sit in a great position to partner with companies like Solavei. We are very excited to be partnered with you for your Share and Earn program, to be a core engine behind your Solavei card, and now play a really strong role with the Solavei marketplace. First Data is glad to be your partner. Happy first birthday. I wish I was there for the fun.
And that's someone who knows a few things, right? That's big stuff. So what does this all mean? Where does this all come down, right? We've been at this for a while. Got 250,000 people that we've actually, affected with this or infected with this, depending on what your perspective is of the world. Got the social commerce revolution. What's it all about, right? It all comes down to something I think pretty practical and pretty profound. And that is that, hey, you're going to want to pay attention to this one. Give me like a church moment here. This is some serious stuff. All right. You ready? All right. So, it has become commonplace. In fact, it's become standard business to treat people as a means to an end. You expect it. On the internet, well, I don't pay anything for that Yahoo account, therefore what do I expect? I expect they're going to take my data and they're going to sell it to other people and they're going to hit me with a bunch of spam all day, but it is what it is, right? We see it every day in our society, being treated as a means to an end and normalized. But what we're doing here, we are changing the fundamental brain work, the circuitry going on right here. We're changing people's perspective because you know what? Every single person should be treated as an end in and of themselves. The value that they provide, the value that they create should be value that they participate in. And doing good should be good business. And we are going to take that, what is amazing to me that it's a revolutionary concept, because it should be normal, but it's not. And we're going to flip that back the way it should be. And when people look back on every single one of you, and they look back on the first year of Solavei and the creation of a social commerce network, and a few years from now, when they actually go and they see a company or see a person, and they're sitting there and like, they don't treat you fair. They don't give you what you deserve. You're not participating in what's getting created. You're going to step back and say, that ain't right. I ain't going there anymore. I ain't going to Google. I ain't going to Facebook. I ain't going to Yahoo anymore. I'm going to Solavei. I'm going to do everything, buy everything, be everything. I had a journalist asked me a few months ago. We were talking about it. She goes, wow. She goes, like, so how big do you think Solavei can get? And I took a moment, I thought about it. I'm like, you've now understood what we're up to. You tell me anyone who wouldn't want to be part of Solavei. Explain to me why you wouldn't. So literally everyone on the planet should be part of Solavei. Just a matter of time. Is that cool? All righty then. So what I like to do is I like to bring up a very good friend, a guy I've been working with for quite some time, a guy who had the vision, the intestinal fortitude, the insane inspiration to actually set us on this journey. Let's hear from Mr. Ryan Watts.
Is he awesome or what? I'm going to tell you how excited we are tonight about what we have in front of us today. And to think it all began with mobile. So many people thinking it's just this mobile services company. 12 months ago. And how many of you across the United States who have talked about it, shared it, and people just thought it was a mobile services company? No different than one day they thought Jeff Bezos and Amazon was just a book company on the internet. This is the first social commerce network that is transforming distribution as we know it. For tonight, it's not only mobile. 1 year later, we announced to you Marketplace. And the question is, in 2014, what's next? What's next? Because it's in this next year, our second year, that we will, as a company, march to 1 million members. Together, collectively, marching to 1 million members. And here's what I'll tell you. The point of leverage that we will have collectively together, all of us arm in arm, to be able to affect commerce as we know it. Because together, 1 million people, the power and the strength of that to be able to drive prices down. Remember that first part of our mission, make commerce less expensive. This isn't a company doing it. This is we collectively together, all of us, bound together, driving prices down, that each one of us and every single person that comes in contact with us that says yes to Solavei benefits because of what we have done. This will be the most powerful force, I believe, that any company has seen in this country or around the world. And the positive impact that will happen will not be just words. It will not just be the few that have their story, but it will be millions upon millions of people. And so as we look at tonight, the question is, how many of you are going to be impacted? How many of you are going to impact those that you come in contact with as we leave this first year anniversary, our first birthday? How many of you are going to see people that you come in contact with free mobile service? How many people are going to be able to experience that cash back by just going where they normally go every single day and get surprised because they just happen to become a part of Solavei and see that extra $5 or $10 or $15 or $20 or $30 or $50 added to their Solavei card because one day you introduce them to it? How many of you across the United States and throughout Puerto Rico will become the social partners of Solavei? And how many of you throughout this country will become the thousandaires of Solavei? And let us see your pictures that we saw here tonight, the hundreds upon hundreds of Solavei thousandaires we have, that is not just a word or a rank or a title, but it's a story of what it's done for them. For it's here, as you heard Jim so eloquently say earlier, the power of this card. And it's amazing when you look at it, because we all have in our pockets, our purses, our wallets, we have a card. But I truly believe that there is no card that we have that will have the cultural and the feeling that the Solavei card will have. Because through this card, we'll see lives changed. We'll see stories told. All because one day you said yes. You today are the brand of Solavei. You have become the brand. It's because of you being so passionate, so committed, so enthused, embracing this brand, that literally today hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people have said yes to Solavei. But you have also laid the groundwork, the foundation for the millions upon millions that will come to know Solavei. You are more powerful today than any television spot, than any radio spot, than any ad or print that you would see in your hands as you're reading it. You are Solavei. You today share it. For we would not be where we are today had it not been for each of you proudly and boldly, everywhere you go, sharing Solavei. You today are wearing it, and I love it. Waking up every morning as I peruse through Twitter and Facebook, and I say, you, my family, who are proud of this brand. So proud that you wear it where you go. And ultimately, this has become a brand, I think, unlike any other brand, where you're living it. We're outside of this event center tonight. You see cars upon cars wrapped in Solavei because you live it and because you believe in it. You're it. You've become this brand, each and every one of you, all across this country, for you to take this Saturday night across this country, filling homes and event centers and community halls and restaurants. I've been seeing the pictures coming in. It's incredible seeing the bashes that are taking place across this country. You've done it because you embrace the very statement that I embrace every day, and those in the executive team and our employees and those that are closest to it is, we all know that Solavei makes life better for everyone. So we have a belief and feeling that we're going to tell everyone we know about it. That's called pride. And so as we step from here to the next stage of growth of this company, because as technology goes, you have different stages of growth. This sixth stage of growth is going to see us this next year expand into hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Solavei members. Thousands upon thousands. I believe our path to 1 million members. You this year are going to see Marketplace expanded. From Marketplace 1.0 to now where we see Marketplace expanded to the very vision that we've had it over the course of the next 12 months. You're going to see that occur in this next stage of growth. You're going to see in this next 12 months us deliver to each and every one of you that next, what we call front door to Solavei. As we started with mobile, you're going to see us in the next 12 months launch that next major service category that is going to make each and every one of you and those that are associated with you see more benefit in your household from the primary goods and service you have because of the next service that we have to offer the members of Solavei. This next 12 months, you will see this company move at a faster speed than you saw this last 12 months. For if we can go from a start to over 250,000 people, what can hundreds of thousands of people at the start actually do in the next 12 months? Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. The question I have to ask all of you, are you all in? Are you all in? I've had many people ask me over the course of the last few months, Ryan, what does all in mean? Does that mean I'm supposed to quit my job? Does that mean I'm supposed to jump into a pool? Does that mean I'm supposed to jump out of a plane? What does all in actually mean? And let me tell you what all in means. All in means being committed. Because very few times in life can you be a part of something so much bigger than yourself. And we happen to have a vision. The vision that clearly states we're going to positively impact millions of people's lives. That's what I want you to be all into. I want you to be all in, committed to positively impacting millions of people's lives. I want you to be all in to something that's much bigger than yourself. This is far bigger than me. This is far bigger than the executive team. This is far bigger than our social executives. This is far bigger than each and every one of you. All in means, you know what? We are going to be a part of change. Because there's very few times in life, ever in life, that you have an opportunity to believe at the core in something so great and so big that you actually can be a part of, actually seeing change occur, that you're able to sit there, stand there, run there, climb there, and say, you know what? I was a part of that. That's all in.
That's right.
That's all in. And so tonight, I ask all of you, are you all in? From this point forward, this is more than just tonight. This is now taking it out of tonight. The hundreds upon hundreds of thousandaires we have here tonight and the tens of thousands of you across the United States and Puerto Rico. This is all of us taking out of here and sharing like we've never shared before, wearing like we've never worn before, being like we've never been before, where there is no way that you can keep the voice of Solavei down. And from this point, where do we go from here? I'm looking so forward to our live webcast on November the 21st. On November the 21st, you're going to discover what's next. You're going to see on November the 21st, we have some huge announcements we're going to make. Huge announcements. We have on November the 21st, product updates that is going to transform the way you're currently operating today within the platform. We're going to announce on November 21st our next incentive. And I got to tell you, we had an amazing time in the Caribbean. Just wait. November 21st. So November 21st, we're going to position ourselves to light up the holidays. On November 21st, we're going to go into the holidays with so much strength, and every person that comes in contact with Solavei is going to know who we are and what we stand for, and it is going to positively impact their lives. And to put gas on that, you leaving here tonight, you going from November the 21st back to today, September 21st, our 1-year celebration. How do we put gas on it? Well, here's what we're going to do. Unlimited, first anniversary, text, data, voice. I just told the team right before I came out here, I said, push the button and go live for $29. Go get them. Go get them. Tonight, go get them. Partners, thousandaires in the making, go get them. Here we go.